Hit out of today's daily crypto news.
The acceleration of adoption. This gentleman here is from Standard Chartered, a huge British bank. And he's basically telling us, and I think he's still being a little conservative, to be quite honest, but he's saying that the acceleration of tokenization of real world assets will be massive next year. But this year, 2025, we had one major milestone that we passed in legislation in the United States, and that was
Genius Act.
The Genius Act, which was about
Stablecoins.
Stablecoins. And stablecoins, of course, if you've been paying attention, each stablecoin issued by any issuer has to have a hard asset behind it to back each stablecoin printed, right? So if you print one stablecoin, you have to have like an ounce of gold equal to that stablecoin. And so you need to be able to back those stablecoins. It's not like what it is right now with the Federal Reserve, where they can print out of thin air and there's nothing backing any of those dollars.
Perceived value.
Well, yeah, they're hoping you still perceive it, but we know the world's not perceiving the value anymore because what's going up in value quickly?
Gold.
That's right, gold and silver. So the world is saying you can keep your fake US dollars, we're buying gold. And those are the central banks that are buying it now. So that's a big deal. However, this guy over at Standard Chartered, and much like many other banks, they're letting us know that things are going to start changing quickly. So 2025 is about stablecoins. 2026, in his opinion, and I think he's actually right on the money, will be about tokenization of real world assets.
Like real estate.
Yeah, and when it happens, I think it's going to start happening really quickly, because if you're not in, you're out. And if you're out, you're losing. And you don't want that. You're in it to win it. You want to make money. And so I think they're going to aggressively adopt this technology. But they're still waiting for a few things like the Clarity Act. There's a little more legislation that's necessary. And so I think he's right. I think that's exactly what's going to happen. He also mentions that everybody's going to have a wallet. And as it is right now, in your Apple phone, does it come with a wallet?
Apple Pay.
That's right. And my Android's got a wallet also.
Apple's better.
I'm an Android guy. My kids are Apple. My wife's an Apple person too. You can't fix everything in life, but they'll get it sooner or later. Anyways, you're gonna have a wallet, and it's gonna be seamless. And even grandma will be able to use it because you're only gonna have blockchain working in the background. You don't have to go through the learning curve that's required right now, where you have to learn your passphrase. You have to verify the addresses. You got to click to send and click to receive and approve a transaction. You got to be worried about being, safe with respect to your digital currencies. You got to have cold wallets or hot wallets or exchange, keep them on exchange. All these things to worry about. That's going to be a thing of the past. That's one of the reasons Ripple has custody. Ripple offers custody to banking organizations, and they in turn can sell those services to us. So let's listen to him in his own words. But just before that,
Jeffrey Kay from Standard Chartered Bank estimates 6 to 8 more months before institutional money gets regulatory clarity for DeFi. When he mentions one major bank is going to make an announcement entering into the space next year, all the rest will FOMO. Lock in. 2025 is another foundational year. HODL, earn yield, compound the bags, and focus on the long term.
I think it's going to be massive, actually. And I'll probably go even slightly further than the other guys. I think we have now the tokenized cash version, call it what you like. We have the tokenized money market fund stuff. We have each of these weekend liquid now. We have a large push now already into tokenized equities. We will get Clarity Act, SEC guidelines. We'll work out what we can do in DeFi, what's legitimate, what can scale in DeFi. And I think this is all like in the next 6 to 9 months, actually. And so I think if we today have something like $30 billion in tokenized real world assets outstanding, in 12 months, we're going to be at like 300 billion. So I think you're just at that acceleration point where regulation, liquidity, and others can come together, and we can move very, very quickly. So it's equities now. It will be tokenized broader funds at some stage. Like when I talk to the real money accounts, at some stage next year, one of the main ones that possibly starts with B is going to say, okay, here's like $50 billion fund, which is now all in tokenized space. And when after that, you'll get all the FOMO from all the others doing exactly the same, right? So we're just now at that tipping point in tokenized real world asset space. And the average person will end up with a new wallet in their phone. They won't know the cash part is stablecoins. They won't know the equity part is tokenized Apple stock. They won't know the money market fund is with BUIDL, right? So, and because of AI agents next year, when everyone has that as well, every time you get paid every month, an individual will be able to be super capital efficient, right? So money comes in and goes out immediately to each of these assets, and you can get in and out of them on weekends. You can do stuff in DeFi with them to get extra leverage as well. So I think we're just there now at this explosion. So actually, for me, if 2025 has been about stablecoins, 2026 might be all about this quite seriously.
Eric, I see